intense time in Cappadocia, we continued through Turkey towards Georgia. At some point, we were seriously starting to question what we were actually looking at. According to Google Maps, this was the fastest route towards Georgia. We were slightly surprised by the condition of the road, especially the amount of dust. The temperature was well above 40. After airing down the tires, there were only two options: driving slowly with a lot of dust, or driving even faster with even more dust. Along the way, we ran into a few teams from the Mongol Rally, and yes, it immediately turned into a very serious head-to-head race.
We eventually reached the great mosque and hospital of Divri, which was meant to be just a stop along the route. And a surprisingly perfect break after that stretch of road. We continued towards Ushguli, which felt like our real starting point in Georgia.
By the time we had seen so many churches and cathedrals. From there, we headed towards Mestia and Ushguli. Along the way, we kept company by many Mitsubishi Delicas, also known as Matrushkas.
The road is being rebuilt almost the entire way, slowly but noticeably improving.
Life was going in its very own rhythm. Ushguli is often described as one of the highest permanently inhabited villages in Europe, and it truly feels like the edge of the map.
Ushguli itself was incredibly impressive, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, known for its medieval stone towers, built to defend against invaders, avalanches, and long winters. We also stopped at the Svaneti Museum, a small but dense collection of icons, weapons, and everyday objects that gives a surprisingly clear picture of how tough and self-reliant life here used to be.
The small church in Ushguli sits beautifully in the landscape. Above the village lie the ruins of Queen Tamara's castle, located even higher than Ushguli itself.
We continued all the way toward the Shkara Glacier, deep into the upper Inguri Valley. The landscape opened up dramatically.
Braided rivers and the massive south face of Mount Skara dominating everything around us. At 5,201 meters, the highest mountain in Georgia.
Its glacier system feeds parts of the Inguri River, which later becomes one of the country's major sources of hydroelectric power.
We left the car behind and hiked the last bit. After that, we crossed a newly opened mountain pass heading east, saving us several kilometers of detour. For a moment, it felt almost like driving on a highway in a place where this is impossible. It will probably make the area more accessible in the future, and with that, more tourists will come. We are not entirely sure whether that's a good thing, but that's usually how these places change.